Welcome to the I'm Not Going to Work Tomorrow podcast.
Welcome.
What's going on, Eads?
Eads and Wolfman.
Man, not much.
Same.
Yeah, it was a good session today.
It was a good session.
A lot of
Very
RP.
RP heavy session.
Yes, indeed. Very RP heavy. That can be good sometimes, though.
Yeah, there wasn't a drop of combat.
No. We had the inklings of almost an interaction, but then it just didn't happen.
Oh yeah, there was an attack roll.
Yeah.
That's more than nothing.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, he did a little damage to you, and then you did a little damage back.
Yeah. Got a new necklace that we don't know what does completely yet. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't just get it.
Well, no, we've had it for a little bit, but nobody's really used it.
The turtle's been scared of it.
Yeah. Probably rightfully so. I don't know yet.
Definitely, rightfully so.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I might end up using it some. I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I mean, you don't know everything about it yet.
No. I know that it changes stuff. And there's a terrifying woman inside of it.
Yep. We probably shouldn't. That was a little gruesome.
Yeah. It was kind of scary.
Yeah. There's a person trapped in an amulet.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you exactly what's going on there.
No, because I would give it away.
Yeah, you don't know yet.
No, I don't.
The wonders of D&D, sitting on secrets.
Yep. I'm literally sitting across from the guy that made the entire game.
Hooray.
And he won't tell me anything.
Brubash, I have to tell you a secret.
What's that?
World of Simulation.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, Brubash's world certainly is.
Oh, yeah. His is definitely a simulation.
Yep. Just completely made from scratch. Whole world.
Yeah. Right out of your dome piece.
Right out of my stupid head.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good session, though.
A world with ogres and giants and dragons and Dragon Balls.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
Yep.
It
was made for Keith to play in.
Yeah.
So,
It kind of trips me out that you actually put DBZ in D&D.
Sure did. Put Dragon Balls in there. Because Keith wanted to be a Saiyan. And it seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. So, what class did he play to be a Saiyan in D&D?
Made a Warlock.
Warlock. Okay, that makes sense, with Eldritch Blast being the cantrip.
Yep.
But it doesn't quite make up the Kamehameha wave, though.
We flavored his, so, every spell he had access to was a different, DBZ attack.
Yeah.
Burning Hands was some trunk shit.
Uh-huh.
I think he got access to 5th level spells.
Okay, you got pretty high then for a warlock.
Yeah, he was past level 10.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, because a warlock is almost similar to a paladin or something like that, where they're a half caster, but they have a lot of magic.
I think he took Eldritch Smite too.
Oh, that's pretty.
So
pretty
he did
intense.
smite. He was like a paladin.
Yeah, but evil.
He wasn't evil.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to play a good-natured warlock because eventually if you're good, usually if you're getting magic from an entity, it's not going to be a nice guy.
Yeah. We didn't play the warlock correctly. We didn't play it. He didn't have a patron. He just had powers. It was like D&D stuff.
Yeah.
Or not D&D stuff, but DBZ stuff.
Yeah.
He wasn't really sure where it came from. We just had it.
Okay. Well, traditionally, I guess.
Yeah, he was not a traditional warlock.
Yeah. The ways I've seen warlocks, if you have a good warlock, a good-natured guy, but got his powers, usually they end up going against their patron at some point and kind of severing the ties they had, thus getting rid of their powers.
Yeah. You'd have to be, I don't know, within at least a certain proximity to evil.
Yeah.
To just be I got these powers from a demon, and I'm cool with that being the case forever.
Yeah.
You know, like just having an interaction with a demon all the time, demon daddy.
You're just like evil adjacent.
Yeah. You're right next to it, whether or not you are.
B. I guess you could do it that way. There's lots of ways you can do that.
What? Warlock without a patron?
Well, just warlocks in general, like they're kind of like anything else. They're kind of an open-ended thing where you just make it what you want to be.
Yeah, I mean all of this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like warlocks as they're written more now. That was the only time I've ever done that. But I mean, it was really, really fun. I think it was mostly fun because it was, Keith was able to make a whole character and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, to pass the torch, pass that dang old nerd torch.
Yeah. Was that his first game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he enjoy it?
Oh yeah, he liked it. Well, we tried to play 3.5, and I was having a real hard time understanding the rules, and we played like 2 or 3 sessions, but he didn't really grasp that he could do anything, and I wasn't really doing a very good job of teaching him that he could do anything. So like, we put it down for like 5 months, then I started watching Chris Perkins videos.
Yeah.
And we picked it right back up.
That's a good way to get some inspiration.
Yeah. Dude.
That guy's a pretty good DM.
Watching dice camera action, just watching him terrify people playing Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
He just fucking terrorized them.
That's a scary setting.
Yeah. Ravenloft.
Yeah. The whole Ravenloft setting is pretty fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wicked. Just the what's it called? It's on the Shadow
Veil.
Maybe the Shadow Veil. That sounds like some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
Yeah, it kind of does.
The Shadow. No. Shadow Realm is some
Shadow
Yu-Gi-Oh
Realm.
stuff.
Yeah.
It might be the Shadow Fell.
Shadow Fell.
That's it. We got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roundabout way, but
So the Shadow Fell is like the material plane's dark reflection, and the Feywild is the bright reflection.
Yeah. So kind of like in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, where there's like Scott, and then there's Nega Scott.
Nega Scott is definitely from the Shadow Fell.
Yeah. That movie has no right being as entertaining as it is.
It's such a good movie.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, in the Shadowfell, there are like the dark powers. That's what they're called.
Yeah. It's like a malevolent power that just floats around.
Yeah. And they're able to fucking, in places where a certain evil emotion or act or something is happening, for some reason causes an area to become susceptible to them, they will then envelop it. But they can only do so if there is a creature there causing enough anguish or whatever to make this vulnerability happen. And they named that one. They named that person I think the Dark Lord or something like that.
Oh, so you got to be doing something serious to get that moniker.
Yeah. But there's a bunch of them actually.
Yeah.
There's some that are. It can range the size of a Dark Lord's realm can range from like a room to a continent. No, not really sure how big they can get.
Yeah, they just kind of start somewhere, I guess.
I made one once. It was adorable. It was the baby's first Dark Lord.
It was just
like
a little depressed emo kid in his room or something.
It was a little bitty forest up in the north, it may not have been. It was in a jungle actually.
Wow.
And the Dark Lord was a particularly pissed saber-toothed tiger that got stabbed by a villager that lives in the jungle.
Yeah.
And was so fucking just had such wrath for him and didn't get a chance to kill him. Like he died before he got to him.
Oh, that sucks.
Just his fucking burning hatred and vengeance. And then the terrified people made that place vulnerable. But the tiger was like old, close to being awakened, conscious.
Yeah.
So that's why it was it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Old dire tiger. He had spikes and shit.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear about a setting idea I had?
Sure.
So, I came up with this today, where you play as, you have your party like any other party, but their main objective is going to this unknown land. So you're think of like Lewis and Clark, if you would, where you've been tasked with going and exploring this land and just finding out what the hell is there. That's the whole setting. And you go through and maybe you find all these different creatures. You have to catalog what you find.
You're playing Pokemon.
Kinda, yeah, but more deadly.
Yeah.
And not
the Pokemon will kill you.
Not as cute.
Yeah.
But you're literally like, you just have this entire continent almost to explore, where you have to go and find stuff. And I had an idea of having like a kind of like an Aztec type motif, where you're going through the jungle and all of a sudden you come upon this giant pyramid, where you just have to figure out what the fuck it is, why it's there. And maybe you run across a race of people that have just been out there on their own for hundreds of, maybe thousands of years.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, you could use that as an opportunity to bring, like, if you had new players that have only ever seen, like, the 5e published stuff, that's a huge opportunity to like, unearth older creatures.
Yeah.
Or just make up your own.
And, yeah, just make your whole own thing entirely.
Yeah. Or, you could watch manual.
I mean, yeah.
There's
You could go to the old stuff. You could use new stuff, especially if you're using new players, kind of like most of our group is. You could throw anything at them. They're going to be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Did you make up this setting?
Yeah, I might not be the first one, but I came up with it, organically today.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of having literally no idea what you're going to find.
Yeah. Like, it's literally a blank canvas. You have no idea what you're going to run into. Maybe even the DM doesn't even know. This could be, honestly, like, it sounds really cool, but it could be a really good way for a lazy DM to kind of get away with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, it'd be a lot cooler if the DM knew exactly what you were walking into.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you just weren't feeling it that day, you could just throw a couple monsters at them and be done with it, or you could just have this entire civilization that you unearth.
Yep.
And then there's a fucking wellspring of things you could go along with.
Yeah.
Maybe you find a long-lost civilization and you have to try and figure out how to communicate with them. And,
you could find anything out there.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay, so what kind of race would you make out there? What kind of peoples?
So, I would want to go with something very off the beaten path.
Uh-huh.
So, depending on the setting. So, I'm in my mind's eye, what I saw was like very South American Aztec-y kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it would probably be something not human, maybe not even humanoid, something even weirder.
Big or small?
You could go both ways. So, say you found.
You gotta have some weird
to
giants. There's gotta be some giants.
Yeah, you're gonna have some giants out there. Yeah, and you gotta have something really small too, though. I would think of maybe like a play on a halfling, or like gnomish, but then change it up a little bit.
What are some common South American small animals?
Well, you have the brocket deer.
The brocket deer.
Yeah, it's basically like you ever seen a whitetail fawn?
Mm-hmm.
Think of that, and that's the biggest they get.
Oh wow!
They're a little bitty thing. They also have jaguars, so there's your displacer beast right there.
That sounds really cool.
They have.
There's got to be displacer beasts there. Displacer beasts are everywhere.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna do like a jungle setting.
Yep,
it fits right in.
Perfect.
They have anteaters.
Okay, wait. Displacer beast.
Yeah,
he's got to eat something. We got the baby deers.
Yeah. There's also this thing called a peccary.
A peccary.
Peccary, something like that. It's not a pig, but it looks like a pig.
Yeah.
It's not even related to pigs. So you could do something with that. I don't know what else you want to know about.
There's a whole mass of things you could.
Yeah. You could even go the other way, take it into like a desert. So now you could have a whole dune type thing where you got to deal with like great worms.
Well, it's a new continent.
Yeah.
It could be enormous.
You could go from a desert to jungle to fucking Siberia, you know? Some real Arctic-y kind of conditions and find, ancient cold things. I don't know.
Ancient cold things.
It'd be a cool thing to run, I think.
Yeah, I think so. You want to hear a maybe interesting setting?
Sure.
That I never got to run?
Let's hear it.
Okay, so when Theros came out, it introduced piety, and it's a way Theros is a setting that's a lot like ancient Greece or like Hercules style ancient Greece.
Yeah.
The fucking epic poem.
Highly fantasized, Iliad Odyssey kind of deal.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
The gods are active. They play active roles. You can earn piety with them. You do things that please them. They'll reward you with more and more stuff.
I think that's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. So every time Nate did something that Set was into, he would earn piety. I think I tried to set up piety for us. And
you did.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck. Well.
You gotta be a more active player, man.
Yep. That's my bad.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we hadn't really had a lot of interactions.
Interaction.
Wow. We haven't had a lot of interactions with his god since.
Is an interaction an any boner?
It could be. That could be an anytime boner. No, an interaction is the one where you're sitting in class and you got a boner and all of a sudden your teacher calls you up to the board.
An interaction. I just thought of a joke I can't tell. Fucking.
So, yeah.
Yep.
What were we talking about?
Oh, I was going to tell you about that setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mythic Odysseys of Theros. They introduced piety and gods and stuff like that. And we wanted to do that. We wanted to introduce that to the world, but we didn't want to build a whole new world. And me and my buddy Nesbitt were spitballing, and we came to... So we thought about it, what if... There was a creature in that book called it was a kraken. It was an enormous kraken.
Uh-huh.
And in the descriptor, it was when one of these things wakes up, fucking the tectonic plates fucking shift.
Oh, geez.
It changes the landscape of the planet when it fucking arises.
When it comes up.
Yeah. It's that deep and that big.
Wow.
And so we were thinking about it. That would change the whole world. What if we changed the whole world? So one of these things woke up at some point, canonically, was going to be for the world that you're playing in today.
Wow.
This thing comes up and just fucking washes everything away, changes the landscape completely. It is a shell of itself. Like the mountains in the middle of Memoir. The mountains mostly survive. And
it's real biblical proportions we're talking about here.
Oh, yeah. Changes the landscape completely. And all of history is completely wiped.
Uh-huh.
All that's left is what people could remember and relay. And through a game of centuries old telephone, the stories about the players' previous characters got passed down, and they pulled a fucking were those weird fish people. They heard those stories and thought of those heroes as gods, and they became the gods of the world.
Holy shit. That's pretty cool. You know what this makes...
And the players weren't going to know. They were just going to walk, because the names have changed over time. And they would just eventually meet him and be like, you're real familiar. It's their fucking character.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. You know what it makes me think of though? Like Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Yeah, you remember the Kevin Costner movie from the 90s?
No, I didn't see it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good movie. So the basis of the movie is like the polar ice caps melted and covered the world in nothing but water. And Kevin Costner plays this loner guy, and there's little spots of humanity kind of on little man-made islands, you know, in the sea world. Like, it's literally a world of water. And he comes upon these two women in this little makeshift island area, and one of them, it's not really two women, it's a woman and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl has a tattoo on her back of, if you know what you're looking at, it's a map to dry land. And the movie revolves around that, and there's this evil guy who wants the map for himself because he wants to control the land. He's like a gang leader type deal, and if he controls the land, then he then gets to control everything else. That kind of deal. And Kevin Costner is trying to get this little girl to the land, but he doesn't really want to. He's kind of like an anti-hero almost, where, you know, he's real reluctant to actually help them because he's all about himself. He doesn't trust anybody. He doesn't want to fuck with anybody else. And so eventually they wind up going, and hijinks ensue. There's the evil guy. He has this, what used to be an oil tanker, and it's still full of oil, so they convert the oil into gasoline, and that's how they travel around. They have jet skis and stuff. Kevin Costner has a
So this is just a water Mad Max.
Yeah, it's
Wet
literally
Mad Max.
Literally water Mad Max. Anyway, Kevin Costner, the evil guy, winds up abducting the little girl, and Kevin Costner and the woman have to go in and get her, and they blow the whole big oil tanker up, and eventually they follow that map, and sure enough, they find dry land. Yeah, it's really cool. Good movie. Oh, and Kevin Costner has gills.
What?
Yeah, so there's mutants in this world where they kind of start adapting to the life of an aquatic creature.
So this is like millions of years. Or, well,
several thousand at least, I imagine. It's kind of like an alternate timeline thing.
So are the tankers, are they remnants of...
Yes, they are remnants of what used to be. And it's kind of like what you're talking about, where, you know, nobody's ever actually seen dry land at this point because the people that have all died off, you know, from old age, if they survived the initial...
Man, the motherfuckers they just breathe scurvy.
Yeah, oh, that's another thing. So Kevin Costner has this lemon tree, and it's this little bitty thing, a little potted plant deal. And his lemon tree gets stolen. He gets super pissed. It's like John Wick level pissed. And so he goes after his tree, gets it back, gets the girl back. It's a pretty good movie, man. You should watch it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to now.
Came out in like 1996. I'm surprised you hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah. Some of the things I just missed the fucking boat on, you know, because we were kind of restricted to what VHS was on Granny's shelf.
Yeah, I guess so. It came on TV a lot, though. Like
yeah,
around
but
the 2004, 2005 time frame. You had the USA channel. You've seen at least part of this movie.
Probably. Because I do remember watching USA. I think wrestling used to come on USA.
I think
Monday Night Raw came on USA.
Yeah. And
Is that even still a channel?
I have no idea, man. I haven't had cable in probably 10 years.
Yeah, me neither.
When I moved out of my parents' house, we just literally didn't have anything. We had bunny ears and, you know, DVDs. I watched the entire series of the show Weeds like that. I would just borrow DVDs from people. I watched Game of Thrones like that, too.
Yeah, I watched a few seasons of Game of Thrones like that. Like, JP would put them on a flash drive for me.
Oh, yeah?
He put a couple of movies on a flash drive for me.
Yeah. I remember we got the first season of Game of Thrones at Redbox.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the first half of the first season.
Oh, gotcha.
We got it on Redbox because, you know, There was only like 8 or 9 episodes.
Do they still have red boxes?
Sporadically, yeah. But they're kind of a dying breed too.
No one's using DVDs anymore.
Not really. Not a
really,
lot.
I haven't had a disc drive on the last 3 appliances. I obtained.
Yeah. Dude, you know how many fucking DVDs I have? It's hundreds. I bought so many DVDs now. You know how many I watch?
0.
Big old goose egg. Not a one.
Yep.
My son watches the DVDs and VHSs still in his playroom. Like, we have a little TV in there set up for him. And he recently, my wife got like old Nickelodeon DVD.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like Real Monsters, Cat Dog, Angry Beavers.
Dude, Angry Beavers.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. You remember all that?
Yeah, I remember all that.
All that was pretty
good. Yeah, it was. Then it spun off into the Keenan and Kel show and Amanda show. And
yep. The Amanda show.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Dancing Lobsters.
Meh.
That was a weird time in television.
It was. It was all about slime and feet.
Yeah, I think that was a Dan Snyder thing.
Yeah, that was Dan Snyder
thing. He was really into kids' feet for some reason.
Fucking Nickelodeon's logo was a footprint.
Yeah, it was. At least it wasn't a real foot, though.
Dan Snyder designed it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
That guy is a kind of a... he's like
I could be wrong on that. He may not have designed it.
I don't know. But he was definitely like the Harvey Weinstein of kids' network television.
Yeah, he really was. He did some terrible shit.
Yeah. You remember the show iCarly?
Yeah. Sam.
Yeah, there was a lot of things with feet on that show.
Yeah, it was, huh?
Yeah.
I watched a documentary about Dan Snyder.
Did you?
Is it Snyder or Schneider?
I couldn't tell you.
Dan Schneider is in prison.
Rob Schneider's a carrot.
And he's about to find out the doop.
Thank you, South Park.
South Park's amazing.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, Dan Snyder's a weird dude.
Yep. Anywho.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool because, like, I hadn't seen those shows for so long.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, this DVD pops up at my house, and there's fucking Cat Dog.
Yeah, now your kid's watching Cat Dog like a millennial.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Cat Dog was an interesting character.
Yeah, it was.
You never saw the episode where they talked about their origin.
I don't honestly remember, man. I was like 8 years old when I watched that show.
All right, spoiler alert. Fucking nobody knows. The mother is a Sasquatch. Father is a three-eyed frog. And this unlikely couple discovered Cat Dog after a tornado. Carried in on a tornado.
Well then.
In a nest, I think. So what does that mean? They hatched? You know?
I think it's absurdity for absurdity's sake. You know, because, I mean, it's a cat and a dog joined together.
Yeah. Like, they're not really going to tell you how that happened.
No, of course not. Especially not on a kid's show.
Yeah. That's a fucking deformity.
Yeah.
That's a condition.
I think it's really funny how, like, they, even in the show, they were like, well, how do you guys go to the bathroom?
It's a secret.
They always like, well, we do, and then they would cut.
Yep.
Nobody ever gets to know.
Fucking cut to black in the middle of a sentence like the fucking Sopranos.
Yeah. I tried to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah? It didn't work out?
It's a good show. It's just like, with me, I have a hard time finishing.
Is that so?
Yeah. Fuck you. I have a hard time finishing like TV shows.
Tell me about your childhood.
Wow. This just got real personal.
Fucking.
No, I finished just fine.
Right. But yeah,
sometimes
Sopranos.
too fast.
Not an issue there.
Yeah. It's like, well, it was a race. I just beat you there.
Like the episode of American Dad where Stan is so stoked on how fucking like on point he is. He gets in, gets the job done, gets out. Good night.
And Francine's just over there like, yep, you did great, babe.
Yeah, her fucking, the years of unsatisfying sex created a fucking poltergeist.
What?
Yep, of her lust.
Oh.
Her lust coalesced and manifested into a poltergeist when, what's her name? The daughter?
Haley.
Yeah, when Haley brought a hot dude home.
Remember that episode where Haley brought home a dude that looked exactly like Stan?
Yeah, his fucking double.
Yeah, it was his body double for the CIA.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, looked exactly like that. Is
You know what that is? It's kind of a play on a real thing.
the Freudian shit.
Yeah. With that and, you know, the whole notion that you always end up marrying somebody like your parents.
Yeah. That's some of that Freud stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely Freudian.
Yeah. You know, they're trying to discredit him now.
I could see it.
But, like, whatever. Who knows?
I mean, you know, it's things evolve. You know, Freud was working in like the 20s or something.
He was.
You know, mentalities and personalities
People
change.
were still getting fucking lobotomized when he was working.
Yeah, that was a real popular thing for many years after that.
Yeah.
That's
into
some
the 60s.
Yeah, that was some gruesome shit, man.
Yeah. That was rough.
Yeah. I saw a thing on like how they do that. They literally just stick an ice pick in your brain and kind of scramble it around a little bit.
Yep. They just fuck with your head. They just fuck with your brain.
Literally. They fuck your brain.
That's not good.
No.
It's bad for a brain.
Yeah. Just ask the other Kennedy kid.
What?
Yeah, you never heard about that?
Mm-mm.
So, you know, John F. Kennedy's dad, I can't remember his name, Kennedy Sr.
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 or 4 kids. I can't remember exactly. But there was the one nobody talked about. And she had some problems.
Mm.
She was committed to a psych ward at like 17 or something like that. And they had
like
her,
you do.
Yeah, they had her lobotomized. And
Jesus.
then yeah, she just kind of hung out at the house.
What year was this?
It was somewhere around the 40s or 50s.
Oh,
It
well,
was before John went and got presidentized.
my God, I cannot believe that. That is crazy.
Yeah, dude. You want to hear some serious like true American stories? Start reading up on the Kennedys. They did some shit. Their whole empire was built on bootlegging and outlaw shit. Like the whole reason that the President Kennedy's dad got into politics was because he had to have a cover for his illegal activities, basically. And so he started making the shit that he was doing illegally legal. It's a whole big thing.
Have you seen this movie? It was the latest Shia LaBeouf, and no, it's not the latest. It was like, I think it's like 2017, 2018.
Was it the peanut butter tiger or something like that?
No, it had Tom Hardy in it. It was.
Oh, you talking about Lawless?
Yeah,
I
Lawless.
fucking love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good ass movie.
God, that's a good movie.
They fucking died dancing. Fucking
Yeah, died of hypothermia at the end because he was drunk.
and wouldn't dance in front of nobody, but he wanted to dance, so he went out in the fucking. God damn it!
Yeah.
Ruined the whole movie.
Yeah, that's based on a true story.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a Paw story. You know,
Oh yeah, but it's a good story nonetheless.
it's a great story.
Dude,
But like, how much is true? You know what I mean?
yeah, dude, that was actually a really gruesome movie too. When you go back and watch it, like in the first couple of scenes, Tom Hardy's character takes brass knuckles and punches a guy in the fucking throat.
Oh yeah,
He killed that guy.
yeah. He told him, "Say, your life is changing courses. You just don't know it yet."
And then pops him in the jugular.
Yeah, fucking killed him. Because
Yeah.
he was shaking down his brother. He was shaking down old Shy,
Yeah.
trying to take his moolah.
Yeah. You could get away with shit like that back in the day, apparently.
Yeah, well, this is Prohibition days.
Oh, yeah. They was riding around in Model Ts.
Yeah,
And then they went and killed a little boy with the crippled legs
Yeah, cricket.
Yeah, poor little cricket.
Or old cricket.
Poor little tink tink.
Yeah.
That's funny that that's still a joke.
It is. Huh?
Cat Williams did that joke in like 2005.
Legendary.
Great.
It still, like, gets referenced.
Yeah. Po little tink tink.
Oh, little tank tank.
Yeah.
You know, we've only been going for like 35 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I gotta be honest, I didn't come real prepared today.
I didn't either.
Yeah. But yeah, Lawless was a real good movie.
Lawless was a great movie.
Yeah. You know what?
Did we already talk about your thing?
What thing was that?
You had a topic.
Oh yeah, the cartoon one?
No, you had another one before that.
Oh yeah. So my wife sent me a TikTok the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this woman talking about something that's happening in Montana right now, where they have introduced a bill. It hasn't been passed yet, but they introduced a bill into the Montana Congress or whatever it is, that if you got the COVID vaccine, you will no longer be allowed to donate blood or be an organ donor. And if you do that with the vaccine, you will actually be prosecuted, like have criminal charges brought up against you.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it is a real thing. I looked into it a little bit.
But it didn't pass.
Well, they're still debating on it. This is like this week this happened.
So what do they know was in the vaccine? Make them take that kind of reaction.
That's the question. It doesn't specifically say that kind of deal. Like that verbiage isn't in there. It's just making it illegal for you to donate blood and stuff.
I think you should have to disclose. Yeah, it seems crazy to fucking keep someone from doing it just because they got it. We all had to, you know. Like fuck.
A lot of us did, yeah.
Yeah, like what if I had to take the fucking vaccine for work? So like, what if like my mom needs a kidney or something? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I guess. Now, granted, this is only in the state of Montana. This isn't a national thing.
Yeah, but I'm just arguing the premise.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know. I guess at that point, if your mom was willing to accept it, then that would be one thing. But, you know, if you're, like with the organ donors, you know, that's marked on your driver's license. And that's just for, like, if you die and
they can harness your organs.
Yeah, they can harvest your organs and use it on non-related to you people.
Right. I think you should have to disclose it. And it, like right next to donor, it should say fucking vaccinated.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, under that bill, you will no longer be an organ donor. You will have that moniker stripped of you.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's a real slippery slope. Like,
why?
Because the way I'm looking at it is, the first question that comes up is, well, okay, why? What was in the vaccine? What did we actually put in our bodies here?
Yeah. And do you know this for a fact?
Yeah, like, do you have medical evidence to back this up? Or is this just, you know, because you're scared of the vaccine? Like, what brought you to this conclusion
is
to
this
put this bill together?
spiteful thing? You know? Is it a political spite move?
Yeah, exactly. Is it like one side attacking the other side because they didn't like that you made the vaccines mandatory?
For
or
whatever
like,
reason.
It just brings up a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You know, in my mind.
I just think it's a little strange to take the amount of available organs for transfer off. Like something significantly horrible has to be going on inside of our bodies because of the vaccine to literally turn down a liver, you know what I mean, or a heart.
Yeah, I mean, those are very, you know, in-demand commodities at that point.
So now all the fucking O-negative blood types and wherever that took the vaccine, they're useless.
Yeah. And what happens then to the stockpile that you got? You know, because you didn't ask people if they had the vaccine at that point, and you've got all this blood. Now you're going to have to basically toss the whole lot.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could probably test and see if they got the vaccine, like take a sample from the packet.
Are they testing like vaccinated blood versus non-vaccinated blood and seeing some crazy shit? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I don't know. That's where the questions come in. Like, do you have medical evidence to back up your claim of why you don't want to do this? Or is this just a political thing?
If they found something crazy, I wish they would tell us. Cause
I do too.
I got some demon juice flowing through me.
I'd like to know what I'm looking into here. Like, what does my future look like?
Yeah.
But that's, there was the whole thing when what was it? Johnson and Johnson was having all those problems.
Yeah.
When people got that shot, they were having like cardiac arrest and stuff, and hardening of the arteries.
Hardening of the arteries.
Yeah, it's a real bad thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a real bad thing.
Yeah, because then your blood can't pump good.
Yeah, imagine if your heart turned into a rock. It probably wouldn't pump too well.
Well, it wasn't even the heart; it was the pipes feeding it.
Oh,
because like your arteries move and they contrast and dilate, as activity goes up, as your heart rate goes up. Because if you say your artery was to harden in the relaxed position where it's smaller, and all of a sudden you got to have you go to work out, say for example, so you have a higher heart rate, your blood vessel would normally dilate so that more blood could flow through, so you get oxygen to your extremities and all yada yadas. But if it's constricted permanently, well, now you're looking at possible strokes, things like that block the blood from moving through. There's a lot of things that can go wrong there.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
What would be really bad, you could have an aneurysm, where the pressure inside the vein is getting to such a great point where it then ruptures the blood vessel. Now you're just bleeding internally.
Jesus.
It'd be bad, man.
It'd be real bad, man.
I don't know. There's a lot of questions with this that I don't know 100% if I want the answer, but then at the same time...
Did we get the Johnson? I got the Pfizer.
I think I had the Pfizer as well. I don't really remember.
Which one is that one? That's not the artery hardener, is it?
I don't know. Moderna and Pfizer were the 2-shot, and then the Johnson & Johnson was 1 shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got a Pfizer. We had to get boosters and shit, too.
You had to get the boosters?
Mm-hmm.
See, and this is... I don't know if I want to talk about this, but I'm going to anyway. So with the place that I work, they gave us a date. So it was, I think, December the 15th of, what was it, 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. You had to have both of your shots and like a week afterward by that date. So if you got your second shot November 20-somethingth, you had the week buffer, and then December the 15th, you were okay. So I got the shots and everything. I did mine in like October, and then turned around in February of 2021, and they were just like, oh, well, it's okay if you didn't get the shot anymore. We're removing masks, all this, that, and the other. I was fucking pissed.
I'd have been pissed too.
Because I wasn't really going to get it. Like, I'm a very healthy individual. Well, I'm not very healthy, but I don't get sick a lot.
I wasn't going to get it either.
And so I was like, okay, well, I wasn't going to do it. Then they made it mandatory to work there, or they literally said either get the shot or you don't work here anymore. I was like, well, fuck. I'm not walking away from this job.
Yeah.
I won't get another one like it. So I went and got the shot. I had a guy that worked for me who was literally like, I'm not getting the shot. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to train you anymore because you're not going to work here come January 1st. No offense, bud, but them's the books.
Yeah.
Them's the breaks. And so I wound up getting another guy that was going to get the shot. And then not 2 months later, you're like, oh, well.
Change your mind.
We're not going to fire you guys. I think what it was, really and truly, was enough people pushed back. I was like, look, I'm not getting the shot. And they're like, well, we can't lose this amount of people.
Yeah, we can't fire everybody.
Yeah. So, and then another month around later, They removed the whole mask thing.
So fuck it, whatever. We're fine. Nobody's dying.
So I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for even getting it in the first place.
Could have got away with it, man.
I could have got away with it, but
Could have got away with it. But it's useful. It was useful for a time to have those fucking cards because you make anybody happy who wants you to have it.
yeah.
And if, you want acceptance, just say you didn't get
Yeah.
it.
What kind of got me too was like, if you want to go on a cruise now, you got to have that card. Otherwise, if you don't have that card, you can't go on a cruise. Even now in 2023.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever go on a cruise, though, honestly.
They're pretty fun. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
I'm sure it's fun. It's just something about it. I'm just not a big water guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I drowned in past life.
Maybe. I mean, you don't really have to be in the water on a cruise.
I know, but like the boat is in the water. Like,
Yeah, but
I couldn't.
This isn't the Titanic. You're not gonna run into a fucking iceberg.
I'm pretty sure the people on the Titanic were saying, "This is not the insert last ship name that sank." I'm pretty sure they had the same exact. It's unsinkable. It's the Titanic. I'm pretty sure they had that same exact air about them.
Yeah, they were also going through the fucking, the Arctic and shit, kinda.
Rogue waves exist. They're a thing.
Okay, flat earther.
No, they really do exist.
I mean, I know they exist, but okay. Take the cruise I went on, for example. We went to Cozumel, Mexico. It was a great time.
Yeah.
It was cold as shit when we left. It was 84 degrees when we got to Cozumel. Perfect. Bless you. Bless you again.
Excuse me.
But yeah, we got down there. We were in the Gulf of Mexico. And you're not going to run into a fucking iceberg in the Gulf of Mexico.
No.
You're also not likely to run into a rogue wave. Though I will give you could run into a hurricane.
Yeah, you can run into all kinds of stuff.
But you're in a big-ass ship.
Yeah.
It's not really going to do
bigger-ass ocean.
I mean, yeah, but
It's not...
It's kind of like flying. You're more likely...
I've never flown.
Really?
Yeah. I've only ever traveled by land.
So I went on my first airplane last year. Surprisingly enough, I worked on airplanes for 7 years. I just got on my first plane in November.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's cool. I mean, flying is safer than driving a car. And being on a cruise is probably safer than that.
I don't know about the cruise.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's. I saw my friend fucking Andrea went on a cruise, and she sent me pictures, and the inside looked fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, it's like the Ritz-Carlton, and it's like a whole city on this boat.
Yep.
Because there's bars, and there's little spots where you can get some groceries and shit. There's some of them got movie theaters, like the one we were on had a full-fledged like theater, like where they put plays on and stuff.
That's awesome.
They had a pool. They had 2 pools, I think. No, they had 1 pool. They had 2 jacuzzis. They had a putt-putt course on the top deck. Oh my God! You know what the most fucking terrifying thing was though?
What?
Like I'll bend to your will and give you this one. You get on the top deck, or even within 2 floors of the top deck, because the one we had, the top was the 14th floor. I'm not a big heights guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a fucking giant that's terrified of heights.
You're not, dude. That's the most amazing character idea I've ever heard. Continue.
Yeah. My wife took me up there, and we get off the elevator, and there's just like a glass barrier to keep you, and you can see all the way down to, I think the number was like 2 or 3. There's like a couple more levels you could go down for like living spaces and stuff. But that was the bottom of the recreational areas where you could just get to normally. So you go from level 2 to level 14 in this fucking elevator, and I stupidly looked over the edge. Instant vertigo.
Wow.
And then you add in the rocking of the boat, because at this point I think we were coming back, and the seas got a little rough. No, we were still going down. I take that back. We were headed to Cozumel, and when we left in January. It was like January 9th or something like that, 2019. And we left out of Mobile, and it was kind of windy and really cold and stuff. And yet the boat is just fucking rocking back and forth. It's not going to tip because there's like weights and there's all this, that, and the other. Science. It's not going to tip because science. But you're just, if you were to look at it and actually quantify it in a number, like if you're standing still on the 14th floor, you're probably swaying at least 20 or 30 feet off like center each
20
time.
20 degrees. At like
yeah.
The angle.
I guess, yeah, angularly, you're moving somewhere between 10 and 20 degrees each way off center. That is the weirdest fucking feeling.
I imagine.
Like the weirdest feeling.
It just would make me feel so small.
It does.
And so not in control.
It makes you feel very tiny.
Yeah.
That's the one like off-putting thing that I had. Well, I had two. When we got down to Cozumel and we're on the beach and stuff, I was fine. Like I didn't have any like what do they call that? Like inner ear problems where you get dizzy.
Yeah.
But then when we got back on the boat, I guess after being on dry land for, I don't know, 10 or 12 hours, and we got back on the boat and got out to sea, I started feeling fucking seasick. It was weird. And then when we got back home and everything.
Because your body was spent like 12 hours recovering from the sea, and then you got back on there.
Yeah. Like I was fine going down there for some reason. Like I was perfectly fine. Same conditions, same amount of rocking and all that stuff. Going down, I was fine. Coming back, I started getting a little woozy. But then when we got back home, the weirdest thing. So, for like a week afterwards, when I would walk down in my house, there's a hallway where the bedrooms and the bathroom and stuff are. And it's, I don't know, probably about 3 to 4 feet wide. I'd walk down there and it would just start tilting.
Oof.
Like I was still back on the boat.
Jesus.
It was so weird. It's kind of like,
That's a lasting vertigo effect.
Yeah, it is. For like a week, I felt like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had more seasickness on dry land than I did in the boat.
Fucking now you're trying to take your fucking sea legs off.
Yeah. It was really weird. It was a cool experience, though. I got fucking schmammered.
I bet.
Because, like, you get the drink package. You can just drink all day.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's a fucking hilarious story I have to tell.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Last time I was on a boat. Okay.
One thing before you get started.
Yeah.
So this is my first cruise. First and only cruise I ever been on. But we went with my in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
It was my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my wife, and my daughter. My son wasn't born yet. And actually this was 2019. Anyway, me, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my wife, and my daughter. Oh yeah, I remember now. My mind's like a lazy Susan, people. Sometimes I forget something and it comes back around a minute later.
Yeah.
So when we got there, this was the biggest boat I had ever seen in my life. And I tell this to my father-in-law. I'm like, oh my God, this thing's so freaking big. He's like, oh, this is a tiny one. I was like, tiny one? Jesus Christ, man. You could have told me that was the biggest boat they got and I'd have believed you.
That was a tiny one, that whole city on a boat.
The whole city on a boat. This thing held like 3,000 people, including the crew. Mm. And I thought it was the big one. No, it was literally the smallest one that we were on Carnival.
That's what Andrew was on.
Yeah, Carnival Cruise Lines. We were on a Carnival cruise. This was literally the smallest boat Carnival's got in their fleet.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. I thought it was the biggest. So anyway, go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Actually, I'm going to pause for a second. I have to pee.
Okay.
Okay. We're back.
So, this boat story.
Yeah, the boat story. The last time I was on a boat. Went to the Hatteras Islands in South Carolina. It was kind of Carla or my stepsister's granddaddy's funeral, sort of.
What, did he get cremated or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we went out there. We stayed for a week, and one night, it was it was me, my stepsister, her husband, my stepsister's uncle, and my stepsister's cousin, Asa. Right?
Uh-huh.
And Asa was a local. Yeah, he had a boat and stuff. They have they have a company out there that they do for like tourists and stuff.
Yeah.
They do like paragliding or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. But yeah, they wanted to go on a party boat. They wanted to get on the pontoon and do a party boat.
Okay.
So we just got a bunch of beer and a bunch of liquor. All got drunk. Got on a party boat.
Nice.
And just partying the fuck down. I'm talking about blaring ass music, partying on this little ass pontoon boat. It was pretty cool.
You're in the ocean?
Yeah. Well, around the Hatteras Islands. Not real deep out there.
I mean, it's the ocean.
Yeah, it's in the ocean. And fucking at some point we had to pee. And my buddy Jeff had to pee. And he was like, do I just pee over the side? And he was like, yeah, what I'll do is I'll slow down, you go stand on the back, just fucking let her rip, and I'll just make sure you don't fall off or nothing.
I see where this is going.
It's not where you think it is.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't throw anybody.
Okay. Were y'all wearing like clothes or were you wearing bathing suits?
Clothes. It was nighttime.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was like fucking, it was like at least 9, 10. It was pitch black.
Yeah. Plus you're out on the water, so it gets extra dark out there.
Yeah, it's super dark. No fucking civilization.
Yeah.
Miles and miles. You had to cross the cape there.
Yeah. You get some good stars out there, though.
Oh, yeah. Real pretty. Lots of bugs.
Yeah.
But fucking, anyway, after he explained all that real nicely to Jeff, my sister was like, well, what if we have to go to the bathroom? And Asa turned to her, he's like, I guess you're going to hang your fucking puss over the stern. Fucking, just the fucking gall.
So wait, how many women were out there?
It was Carla and I think Monkey's wife was there. There's at least one more female.
Okay, so there's two ladies.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna have to hang it off the stern.
Because I guess it was just the inflection she put on it.
Yeah.
That made him respond. I'm pretty sure he said princess at the end of it too. Guess you're gonna hang your fucking puss over the stern, princess. Fucking, there's not a bathroom here for you.
I mean, he has a point. The man has a very valid point here.
He said, I guess you're gonna hang your fucking puss over the stern.
Vulgarity aside, he's not wrong.
I think they had to do it too.
Probably.
We were drinking.
I mean, what else you gonna do? Jump in the water?
Yeah, we were out there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere to go, man. You're literally in nature's toilet right now.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's pretty good.
Fucking Asa.
Yeah. I've been to pool parties as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you're in the water, you're drinking, especially at these particular pool parties. And it really starts to show the kind of people you're around, because we'll be drinking for hours. Not a soul gets out to go piss.
Oh, yeah, because,
Yeah. Everybody gets onto the kids about peeing in the pool. But nobody ever gets onto the adults about peeing in the pool.
I remember we went on vacation once to Florida. That's when I was still dating, remember the girl I was dating before I moved? Danielle?
Yeah.
I took her to Florida with my dad and my stepsister and all them.
Yeah.
Just family vacation.
Did you tell the story on the podcast about what she was trying to do with you in the back seat?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
You shush.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
terrible.
enough.
I really wish that hadn't happened.
I wish it didn't happen for you.
But fucking. I remember at one point. Oh, Carla had brought her friend with her. But yeah, we were in the pool. It was me and Danielle and my sister and her friend. And
like female friend or boyfriend?
Female friend.
Okay.
And they were swimming around, and one of them said something about peeing in the pool. I was like, "Oh, don't pee in the pool while I'm in here." And then I think it was my sister. She made a face, clearly letting me know she was peeing. And I was like, "Oh, gross!" I got out of the pool.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for this. Like,
you got in trouble for getting out of the pool?
Yeah, hang on. We're not done.
Oh my god.
Fucking they're like, "What? It's just pee in a pool. Whatever, who cares? You're not drinking this water." And I was like, "That is gross, and y'all are nasty little bitches." And my girlfriend was like, "Yeah, well, I'm sleeping on the couch." Because I called them nasty little bitches.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the whole bed.
Honestly, I wasn't trying to be mean about it, but she took it hard.
Your girlfriend at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did not like that.
Well, she'd get over it.
She did. Like literally an hour later.
Yeah, when you realize that, oh, I actually have to like follow through on my word here. I'm not sleeping on the fucking couch.
Fuck that. But yeah.
That kind of thing doesn't work on me.
Yeah?
Yeah, like if you threaten to sleep on the couch, I'll be like, okay, I'm a fucking starfish in this big ass bed.
Cool. And I honestly like my couch better than most beds.
Yeah.
So I go on the couch.
I don't hate my couch. I sleep on it a lot, and I'll take naps or
I sleep on my fucking couch full time.
Usually on nights like this, you know, where I'm over here, we're doing the podcast or whatever. When I go home, I go to sleep on the couch. I'm not trying to wake up the beast in the bed.
Yeah, wake up the beast.
Yeah. My wife is a very light sleeper. I love her to death, but sleep is not one of the strong suits in my household. And so when I go home, if I wake her up, tomorrow it was going to be terrible.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I play the safe card and I go sleep on the couch.
Yep. If sleep is being had, let the sleeping dogs lie.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to get disturbed while I'm sleeping, so I'm going to at least have the same courtesy for my, significant other.
I have not been disturbed while I was sleeping for so long. And I mean, I guess that alarm clock counts. But
yeah, but that's supposed to disturb you.
Right. But from a dead sleep, there's no alarm. I'm pretty sure someone could literally break in my house and steal my shit and I would not wake up. If I was at hour 4 or 5, I'm not moving. Nope.
That's pretty deep sleeping, bud.
Oh yeah.
I would probably be the same way, especially when I used to work night shift. Dude, I'd get home and the way it worked out, I would sleep on the couch. Because I got off of work at 2:30 in the morning. So I'd get home, I'd hang out for a little while, probably fall asleep around 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. I'd just stay on the couch because, like previously noted, it was just easier.
Yeah.
And so my wife, when she got up to get the kids ready to go to school and stuff, she'd wake me up, I'd transfer over to the bed, and I'd knock out there until, noon-ish, give or take. But in that time from when I went to the bed, you could have set a nuclear bomb off, and I probably wouldn't have woken up.
Yeah. What's the most you've ever slept in one sitting?
In one sitting?
Yeah, or one laying.
I think, okay, so I had the flu one time.
Uh-huh.
And it was in this house now. It was, oh God, it was bad because my wife was pregnant with my son, and then my daughter who gave me the flu. So to tell this story fully, I have to tell the back here. So my daughter got the flu. She was probably, let's see, she was pregnant. So this was 2019. So
Well, that shit happened in 2019.
Yeah, she would have been 3 turning 4. And, you know, little kids like that, they don't really have, how do I say this? They don't have like tact or, you know, manners. And so I had taken her to the doctor, and we're sitting there in the waiting room, and she's sick as a dog. Like, I felt bad for the kid. And she's kind of sitting in my lap with her head on my chest. And she sits up and says, "Daddy, I have a secret. Can I tell you?" I'm like, "Yeah, baby, sure. What do you got?" And I go to like lean my ear in, but she's like, "No." And she wants to tell it to my mouth.
What?
Yeah, look, little kids are weird. And when she I'm like, okay, whatever. I play along. And so I open my mouth, and she coughs into my open mouth.
What?
Yes, directly.
Why?
Directly into my mouth.
Why did she do that?
Well, the cough was an accident. At least that's what I'm going with.
Wow.
You know, I think she was legitimately going to tell me something, but then the cough slipped out, and it just went straight into my open mouth.
Jesus Christ. So, it's like this is some shit you'd see in a Dumb or Dumber movie.
Oh, yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, rather.
So we get through the rest of the doctor's visit and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, she has the flu." And I'm in the back of my head, I'm just like, "God damn it." Now I'm going to go down too. Because, like, I could have got away and not gotten sick until she coughed in my open mouth.
Literally coughed in your mouth. You are done for.
Yeah. So
that's how they used to fucking spread chicken pox around. They have chicken pox parties.
Yeah, like, you know, go spit in that kid's mouth.
Fucking South Park.
Yeah. So anyway, fast forward like a day, and I am out cold. I'm down for the count. I ran 106-degree fever during this time when I was sick. My wife freaked out so bad, she made me choke down like 2 or 3 ibuprofen. And then rushed my ass to the doctor. It was bad. But in that time, I got sick, and I went and laid down sometime in the afternoon. When I woke up, it was the next day at like 11 o'clock.
Shit.
So I slept from probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 11 o'clock the next day. I was fucking done for.
That's a lot of hours. That's about as long as...
Like, my wife literally thought I was dead. Yeah. And that's when she found out I was running 106-degree fever and rushed my ass to the hospital.
Yep, that's 18 hours of sleep you got, sir.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably the most I've ever slept in one laying, so to speak.
I've slept 18 hours before. That was my number. You matched it.
Oh,
but
cool.
I was not sick, though.
Or are you just being lazy?
No, I was not being lazy. I was working for fucking Mercedes in Vance. Driving a forklift.
Yeah.
And it was like 12-hour shifts and stuff. And when I got off work, you know, it takes me an hour to get home. Because I was living in Paw.
So an hour there, 12-hour shift, hour back. So you're looking at 14 hours.
And, you know, I have insomnia. Sometimes I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I had to stay up for a whole night and go to work. Then I came home. Fucking still had insomnia. I couldn't sleep.
So
I got maybe an hour of sleep.
So so that you were working night shift?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you get home, it's daylight.
It's daylight.
And now you're insomniaing. You got insomnia.
Yeah. And it's even worse because it's daylight.
Yeah, which...
My brain's on.
You know, people need to cut some night shift workers some slack, man, because that is...
Shit's hard. It's
unnatural.
It is.
Dude, it used to piss me off so fucking much, because people would call me at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I got to a point where I just started cussing people out. I didn't care who called me. The general manager of the plant could have called me, and I'd have cussed him up and down like he was a maintenance worker. Like, do you not realize that my schedule is the same as your schedule, just 12 hours different? When you call me at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like I called you at 1 o'clock in the morning. So fuck you, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Do not fucking call me anymore.
That's not exactly 12 hours, but I see where I get where you're
You
going.
get my point.
Yeah. You're in fucking bed.
Yeah. I am asleep right now. Don't you dare fucking call me.
Yeah. I am busy doing sleepy man stuff.
Yeah. You want me to show up there this afternoon?
But yeah, I missed a whole night of sleep, missed another whole night of sleep with like an hour. I literally fell asleep in a truck at work.
Jeez.
Like, it was a truck that only went out like once an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally I took a 45-minute nap.
Nice.
I loaded everything, took a 45-minute nap on my forklift. I drove into the truck on my forklift, powered it off, went to sleep, just looking down.
Yeah.
I had to.
You got to get that power nap in, man.
Yeah, it got me through the night. And when I got home, the next day was Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Or like whatever day we took off. I don't remember. But yeah, when I laid down, I was fucking down. I slept for 18 hours straight. Just sleeping.
After being awake for like, what, 36, 48 hours straight?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I was in the 40s for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, it was just insane. When I woke up from that, I was like, wow. Hey, anything more than 16 hours is considered a coma.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a light coma.
Yeah, we've been in comas. I didn't realize I had been in a coma before, but apparently so.
Yep. Because it's not natural to sleep that long.
Yeah. That's a long time to sleep.
Yeah. Well, and I could have slept more.
Yeah.
Like, I just realized that it was the next fucking day. And I was like, oh, I should probably get up, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't do shit that day, but I was so well rested, I felt great.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I got some good sleep last night. It was kind of one of those deals. I went to bed at like 10:30 or something last night. Woke up at like 9 this morning. After, usually I go to bed about that same time. I get up at 3 o'clock in the freaking morning to get to work.
Yeah.
And just to sleep an extra 6 hours. It's pretty nice.
I just imagined being anyone that wasn't me in proximity to me while I was asleep for 18 hours. Like, I snore louder than most people.
Yeah.
Like, I literally sound like a dying bear or something.
Yeah.
For 18 hours, imagine that. Fucking top of the lungs snoring for 18 hours.
I remember we used to share a room every now and then.
Yep.
You can fucking saw some logs.
Yeah.
I can saw some logs too.
When I used to be a sawyer, I'd say that I sawed logs day and night. All the time.
All the time.
Whenever I lose weight, I don't snore.
Well, yeah, it's because, like, being fat makes you snore.
When you're so fucking fat that you can blow your own eardrum in your sleep.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
So another sleep thing. I had the stomach bug, stomach flu, whatever you want to call it, a couple months ago. I won't hit you with the grisly details of my awake time, but when shit like that happens to me, my instant reaction is to just go to sleep. Like, get it out of your system, go the fuck to sleep. Because you can't puke and shit yourself if you're asleep.
Right.
At least that's it.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but that's how it works in my brain, and it's held true so far.
Well, because if you're not conscious, there's something about, like, I don't know. Like, you're right, though. You don't usually get nauseous in your sleep.
Yeah.
It's if you puke in your sleep, there's something your body is just rejecting.
Yeah. So usually once you get the rejection part out, I go to sleep. Like, whenever I feel like I'm not going to throw up anymore, I go to sleep. This particular time, I went to sleep, and it was, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock at night. And I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had not moved from the position I was in since I laid down to go to sleep. My entire like right side was fucking numb and hurting like hell. My hip hurt, my back hurt, my arm hurt. Everything hurt.
Sounds like you had a stroke.
No, that would be the left side.
Oh, gotcha.
Usually if you have a stroke, your left side goes numb.
Does it ever happen on the right side?
Oh. Usually that's just what I've heard. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not either.
I'm probably the farthest thing from a doctor. Actually, I'm probably worse than the farthest thing from a doctor because I have like a little bit of medical knowledge that I got from the internet.
So you can sound really convincingly wrong.
Well, I heard on WebMD that this is this way and that's that way, and you shouldn't do that. Yeah, no, I'm probably the worst kind of person medically.
Mr. Misinformation.
Yeah. But anyway, well, I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and just my whole right side fucking hurt. And I got up and moved around a little while. It's just a weird feeling when that happens. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like getting sick like that.
Yeah, I don't either. I hate being sick.
I don't get sick a lot anymore. Well,
I get stomach stuff sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. Like my stomach processes things weirdly. Like if I eat something weird, it's possible that it could go horribly awry.
Yeah. My wife is convinced that I have IBS.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Irritable bowel syndrome.
yeah. So Crohn's is the one where you shit right after eating. Right?
I don't know if I know that Crohn's causes a lot of like gastrointestinal pain. I worked with a girl that had Crohn's, and from the way she described it, it's pretty rough. Like, because it's basically like your intestines are just constantly inflamed.
Oof.
And so they're super tender, and you got stuff moving through there, and it causes irritation, really, really painful stuff. I'm not gonna say her name because she's my friend and all that. I don't want to put her on blast. But
well, I mean, first names aren't really all that bad. Well, I mean, I guess if people listen, they'll know. So go ahead.
But anyway, like she had a section of her intestine removed because of the Crohn's disease, and yeah, she had to get like these steroidal injections and stuff. I mean, it really makes you feel for folks that got that kind of thing because it's very painful. And I don't know about you, but I don't deal with gut pain real well.
I'm on the toilet, bro.
Yeah. I'm instantly, if I got a pain down there, I'm instantly in the toilet, trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Anything to make it stop.
Yeah, anything.
Fucking, damn it, I lost my train of thought.
Choo-choo, motherfucker. Choo-choo.
IBS, what is that?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah, but like, so Crohn's, your fucking intestines are inflamed all the time. Irritable bowel syndrome. What is that? You just randomly
that's where you you kind of randomly just have to you got to take a shit and it's got to go now.
Well, like everybody has that. It's called diarrhea.
Well, yeah, but not everybody gets it every day.
Right.
Like I'll go through times where it's like I'll be perfectly normal and then I got to shit now.
Just randomly. Boom.
Sometimes randomly. Most of the time, like my wife thinks it's IBS. I think I just eat stupidly.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I am. And there's kind of a wind up. You kind of like, oh, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, like I'll have Chinese food for lunch and then we'll have wings for dinner. And then the next day, it's like I got to shit a lot. And then this is how stupid I am sometimes. I'll do that, like have Chinese food for lunch and then wings for dinner, and then the next day I'll be like, God, why am I having to go to the bathroom so much?
Maybe because you ate a ton of grease. Fucking
yeah, a ton of grease mixed with MSG.
Yeah. Dude, you know what fucking ruins me every time I eat it now?
What's that?
Fucking ramen noodles. Ramen noodles ruin me.
Well, it is a salt and MSG.
Yeah, I can't eat it.
Yeah.
fucking, I guess.
Like, you talking about like the packet stuff?
Yeah, Top Ramen.
Yeah. That stuff's terrible for you anyway, man. That shit's worse than McDonald's.
Or maybe it's not Top Ramen. It's Maruchan, whatever.
The little square ones in the package.
Yeah, well, there's a few of them. But yeah, Maruchan.
It's the same shit.
It is.
It's just different flavored salt.
Yep.
But yeah, that stuff will tear you up. Tell you what, have you ever tried, there's a place in town called Mizu Ramen.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good, man.
They tear you up?
Doesn't tear me up. Most things tear me up, I'll be honest with you.
You might have IBS.
You know, she might be onto something.
Try a fucking, well, this is terrible advice. I was going to say try a like high bread diet for a day. But bread's real bad for you.
Why would that do anything?
Well, because solid.
Oh.
Regular poop.
Well, I mean, like I eat
bread.
I eat like shit. I'm not eating just bread for a day. That sounds terrible.
Like a sausage biscuit in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Like no eggs, no bacon, none of that shit. Sausage biscuit. You know, more than nothing. More than a biscuit. Right?
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, stuff that sounds like it'd make a turd.
Yeah. You know, you want to hear what like a regular day of eating is for me?
What's that?
So, so we'll go for the work week because I think I kind of eat more during the work week. But in the morning, I wake up at like 3:45. I usually have like just whatever we have at the house. Most of the time, it's like these little protein bars or something like that, or a Pop-Tart or something like that. I'll eat that. Then I go to work. Sometimes if we don't have anything at the house, I'll stop at the gas station and get those little like Crunch Donuts.
Yeah.
I like those things. I'll get one of those and like a water or something or a Coke or something like that. Go to work. We have our first break at 8:30. And so I usually go down to the Chevron gas station right down the road from us and get a sausage, egg, and cheese on toast with the Link sausage. It's really good. You get that in a bowl of grits.
Yeah.
Then for lunch, sometimes I'll skip lunch because like breakfast is at 8:30, lunch is at 11:30.
So you're still full from breakfast.
So yeah, a lot of times I'm still full, but sometimes if I'm
How long is your breakfast break?
15 minutes.
Oh, okay. You're fucking moving.
Yeah, like I get there, I leave the shop, go get breakfast. I eat the sandwich on the way back, and then I'm kind of eating the bowl of grits back into the shop. Then lunch is 11:30. Sometimes I'll eat like a sandwich, or a lot of times I just get like the big packet of Hot Pockets.
Oh yeah.
I'll eat a couple of those.
Yeah. I could get by. I can make one Hot Pocket into lunch. Just one. It's enough to tie me over. And whenever I'm at work, I'm not really thinking about food.
I sit down a lot, so I have a lot of time to just let my mind wander a little bit. But one Hot Pocket does not do it for me, man. I got to have at least two.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, whenever I'm at work, if I fill up too much, I just will be useless. I will not move. So, like, I kind of have to eat light lunches.
Yeah. That's how it was at the fence company.
Today was the first time I actually ate at a restaurant for lunch.
Really? What did you get?
I got a tiny little pizza. A little individual pizza, 7-inch.
Oh, yeah?
At the Java Cafe.
Oh, on base?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in there.
I've been buying Corey a bunch of monsters lately. So he's like, let's go to lunch. And we're going to the Java Cafe. He bought me a pizza.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'd taken some classes for work and stuff. They were on base. And it was connected to that little mall. I guess they call it the PX or whatever. And we went in there. I got some like Chinese food or something. It was all right.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't eaten since I got home.
Yeah, I didn't eat dinner before I came over here either.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah. I got some pizza waiting on me at the house.
You can tell when a motherfucker's hungry when they start talking about fucking food.
Yeah. That's another... Sometimes I get way too hungry at work because we'll just be sitting around talking, and the guys I work with are like, they like to cook. They cook like men.
Yeah.
You know, they grill a lot, and I'm like, man, that sounds really fucking good. I'm gonna go home and grill some stuff. By the way, I am a master grillman. Okay, I can make some shit on a grill. Like my chicken thighs are famous. Over at Scottathan's house. You know, he's got the pool and shit, so we always go over there and grill out and let the kids play in the pool and shit.
Yeah.
My chicken thighs are very popular.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Scottathan's wife doesn't let him go on the grill anymore. She wants me to do it. Not to take anything away from Scottathan. He's a new grill owner. He's still figuring it out.
Still working out the kinks.
You know, he used to just do like burgers and hot dogs, and I've opened his mind to other things now. So I think this summer we're gonna start holding some master classes.
Hell yeah. I would like to taste this master class.
By all means.
I used to grill out a lot whenever I first like quit partying and quit playing at parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I just absolutely, because I lost my license. Kind of a huge wake up call.
Yeah.
I refused to go to any more parties. I would, I still drank, but I did it at home. Would not leave. Absolutely refused.
Yeah.
And that led to me grilling a lot. Whole bunch.
You know, you can make a whole party out of just grilling some food.
Yeah. Like, we grilled all kinds of shit. I had a rattlesnake I wanted to cook.
Oh, dude. Rattlesnake is so good.
I never got to try it. Fucking, everybody taught me how to cooking it every time we grilled.
Why?
I come from a real, like, snake-hating family.
I mean, I can understand hating it while it's alive, but now you're going to eat it.
Yeah, they're afraid of eating it because it's a rattlesnake.
No. You know what I got my daughter tried the other day? I got her to try it. Well, my wife actually got her to try it, and I was just the convincer after the fact. Was frog legs. You ever had frog legs before?
Mm-mm.
They're actually pretty good.
I can't believe I haven't had any because there's the barking frog in Maplesville.
Yeah, you would think they would serve some kind of frog.
They do serve frog legs.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I just never had any of them.
Oh, well, next time we go to Maplesville.
Frog legs, the barking frog.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Kind of almost seems sacrilegious not to now.
The barking frog. That was definitely a meme for a minute there. Somebody made a meme. Meanwhile, in Alabama, the barking frog. No ethanol in our gas.
Yeah. But no, if you've never had frog legs, they eat like chicken and have a slight fishy taste to it, but not like a bad fishy, like a very light,
aquatic flavored.
A very like white fish. You know, like you ever had like cod? Like
I'm not a fish guy.
You ever ate at Captain D's?
Nope.
Seriously?
I don't like the smell of fish. I'm not a watery guy.
I'm starting to pick up on that.
Yeah, I'm a very earthbound. Earth is my element.
Well, frog legs are good, and you should give them a try.
Well, I think if we're going by fucking astrology signs, I'm a fire sign, so naturally I'm adverse to water.
I couldn't tell you what mine is, honestly.
What's your birthday?
October 15th.
Are you a fucking Scorpio?
No.
You're a Libra.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. I have no idea.
Oh.
I think you're a water sign.
Oh.
Which makes sense. But I don't really believe in astrology anyway.
I don't either.
Oh.
I do be liking me some sushi, though.
We're at an hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
We probably want to call it soon. I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
But I do want to do something with you on the podcast before we close.
Okay.
All right. So I just said I don't believe in astrology, and I don't. But there's this neato thing called Primal Astrology, where it takes both your Eastern sign, like your Chinese zodiac sign, and your Western zodiac sign.
You know, I learned what my Eastern sign, like the Chinese sign, was a while back ago. I think it's either like a monkey or a rat. I can't remember.
Let's see here. What year were you born?
1992.
1992. Chinese zodiac. It already knew. It's listening.
The CIA guy in your computer already knew.
Yeah, my Fed. Thanks, Fed. You are a monkey.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is
Well, yeah, 92.
interesting.
You're a monkey. I am a goat. Yep.
That makes sense.
Very much a homebody.
I was gonna say hard-headed, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I bang my head against things constantly.
I love goats though. Like my grandfather had a couple goats. And I'd go out there and torment them every now and then. Just like it was a mean goat. It would headbutt you and stuff. And I'd go out there and grab him by the horns and sling it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I guess now that I'm older, thinking about it, that probably might constitute animal abuse. But it was abusive back.
So you are a Libra monkey.
Yeah, I guess.
So this website, Primal Astrology, takes
Uh-huh.
both signs and combines them and gives you an animal.
Okay.
Okay. So I am a Leo goat. I'm a contradiction.
Yeah, lion goat.
Yeah. I'm that shit don't work. Out in you know?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense that I like to do podcasts and shit.
You're an introverted extrovert.
Yeah. So like I can be extroverted here
Yeah.
and not leave my house.
Makes sense.
It's probably why I love Discord so much. Like online communities. But my animal is
I think I'm an extroverted. I'm an introverted extrovert.
So they combined my two signs and gave me the swan.
Oh,
I'm an ugly duckling. Well, I had a glow up moment there.
Yeah.
I became a very, very ugly old swan.
fair enough.
But yeah, so Libra and monkey. You want to take a guess what kind of animal you got? You're actually not the first one of these I've met.
Hold on, don't tell me. I want to try and guess it.
You're not gonna guess it, but I want to hear it.
Oh, do you want to do 20 questions?
Fuck yeah, let's do 20 questions to guess your primal zodiac sign.
Okay, is it a land animal?
No.
Is it a sea animal or like a water animal?
Yes.
Okay, so it's in the water. Is it large or small?
Yes or no questions.
Is it a large animal?
Larger than.
Is it larger than a dolphin?
No.
Is it... So it's somewhat small. Is it ocean or like lake? Or yes or no? Is it a lake animal?
Hang
Like
on
fresh water?
Damn it. Sorry for the or for the pause in sound there. I'm looking it up. I really don't know. Okay. Yeah, the zodiac sign page didn't really have any like fucking habitat
Yeah.
information.
Fair enough. It doesn't deal in habitat. It just tells you bullshit.
Freshwater.
Okay, so it's a small freshwater. Is it a catfish?
No.
Is it bigger than a catfish?
It can be.
So that means it could not be as well.
Perhaps.
Is it a fish? Is it something that we would have around here?
No.
So it's something that would be like up north?
No.
Is it a carp?
No.
Is it a goldfish?
Nope. 10 questions left.
I don't know. This is kind of hard. For a fucking fish. Is it something that I would even know? Like,
No.
is it?
I told you no.
I wouldn't even.
You're not gonna guess this.
Okay, fuck it. Just tell me what it is then.
It's an axolotl.
Axolotl. What the fuck is that?
It's
Is that like the little thing with the little doohickeys on its neck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like here, I'll put it on screen for you there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a little salamander with little feeler thingies.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. What the hell does that mean?
Okay, so let me read this here to you. Clever, curious, and friendly. Those born under the primal zodiac sign of the axolotl
It's an axolotl.
are constantly contending between two distinct sides of their personality. With the Western sign of Libra, each individual gains diplomacy, idealism, and a desire to keep the peace. The Eastern sign of Monkey adds curiosity, innovation, and humor. Both signs are socially adept, intellectual, and observant, giving the sign many of the tools one requires to achieve all kinds of different goals in life.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I can actually kind of see that, I guess, a little bit.
Let's see here. These two signs don't always fit perfectly together, though in combination, this sign can be extremely self-centered, egotistical, and lazy.
Well, that definitely hit the nail on the head.
Many axolotls will rely on charm, magnetism, and physical attractiveness to shortcut their way through life.
Everything but the attractive part, probably.
These tactics work surprisingly well as children, but not quite so well as adults. Were you a cute kid?
I don't know. I didn't like me as a kid, so.
Like most born during the year of the monkey, axolotls start life with an advantage which may become a hindrance to their growth.
Really?
Yeah, what do you say?
Is it because I'm white?
I think it's because you're white, yeah.
Huh.
Axolotls like money because money gives them the freedom to do as they please.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck doesn't that apply to?
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. Fucking. See a lot of this. Oh, you want to hear some famous axolotls?
In just a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem I have with horoscopes and shit.
Yep.
You make anything vague enough.
It applies to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But sure, go ahead.
Yeah, these are famous people who actually were born, in the same Chinese year with the same sign. You got, who William Penn is?
Yeah, he was an actor back in the 90s.
No, this one was born in 1644.
Nope.
L.L. Bean from 1872.
Oh, well, I had some shoes by him.
Damon Runyon.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh. I guess.
Let's see here. Look for some notable names. Mick Rooney.
I mean, Eleanor Roosevelt's pretty.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney, yeah.
That's
He was an actor too, I think, wasn't he?
Was he the old guy from fucking Rocky?
Yeah.
Let me double check. If you're Mickey.
Hey, you guys.
He's a wrecking machine. Oh, I think this is a different Mickey Rooney. Oh, no. Yeah, he's a different guy.
Was he from the Honeymooners?
He was in, what was that Ben Stiller movie with the three older guys running around with him?
Ben Stiller movie with the three older guys.
I think it might have been Night in a Museum.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Night in a Museum. Remember there were three old men who were, like, keeping the secret or something?
Not quite. I only saw the first one, and I only vaguely really watched it.
Oh, well, the shortest old man is Mickey Rooney.
Yeah. What else was he in?
Good question. Let's see here. Movies and TV shows. We got really stuck on Mickey Rooney.
Well, yeah, it's like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
I know he's a famous actor from like back in the day, but I don't really know anything he did.
Yeah, he was in a 1938 movie called Love Finds Andy Hardy.
Never seen that.
He did a voice in he was in Pete's Dragon.
Oh.
He did a voice in The Fox and the Hound.
Okay, I saw that.
And yeah, he was in the museum.
That's it?
The Black Stallion, Breakfast at Tiffany's, National Velvet.
Oh, okay. I saw Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh,
Yeah,
how about that?
lots of movies.
Okay. Anybody else on that list?
Oh yeah, we were very low. Let's see here: William Conrad, Jane Meadows, Walter Mathau, Mario Puzo. Let's go to the top. Some more recent names.
Yeah.
Sofia Vasileva,
Nope.
probably a porn star. Fucking Josh Hutcherson.
Hutcherson?
Hutcherson. Who the fuck is that?
Was that the kid from the Hunger Games?
I have no idea. Sky Bartizak. Kim Kardashian.
Ah, fuck.
You're a Kim Kardashian.
I blame the Kardashians.
She was born 12 years before you.
No shit.
Yeah, she's old, huh? Nick Cannon.
Ah.
Yep. Paul Thomas. Martina Hingis. Shaggy.
Shaggy?
Yeah.
Like,
68.
wasn't me?
I think so.
In the bedroom, and they caught me red-handed, sleeping on the bathroom floor.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, that's cool.
What's your birthday?
October 15th.
Okay, yeah, his is the 12th.
Wow.
See if anybody's got your exact birthday.
You know, Flea's birthday is October 14th.
Really?
Yeah, he and I almost shared a birthday.
Dang. That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Well, oh. John Kenneth Galbraith.
I have no idea who that is.
You share a birthday with him. Carrie Fisher.
Oh.
Will Smith.
Yeah. I'm much more excited about Carrie Fisher.
And Wolverine.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool one. You want to hear some famous people with my shit?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. And then we'll call it.
Okay.
I'm sure this is super interesting for everybody listening.
Yeah, probably not. If this was fucking Rogan, I probably would have turned it off by now.
Yeah. This is a little weak.
We didn't really have a lot for this week, folks. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay, so famous ones. Lane Staley.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Deion Sanders. Primetime.
Yeah, how about that?
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc. Who's that? He's from Friends.
Oh, yeah. Sure enough.
Yeah, it's Joey.
Yeah. Look at there.
How
How you
about
doing?
that? How you doing?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, dude.
Billy Bob Thornton.
How about that?
Peter Gallagher.
Dude, this is fucked up. Your list is way cooler than mine.
Robert De Niro.
De Niro? Are you
De Niro.
fucking kidding me?
Martin Mull.
Don't know who that is.
Bill Bradley.
That sounds familiar, but
Mick Jagger.
Mick fucking Jagger.
Mick fucking Jagger.
Dude, that guy's slayed more poon than I think the rest of the world combined.
He is the official poon slayer.
Official.
Yeah.
Still fucking. The man's like 175 years old.
Getting mentioned in fucking pop songs in 2009.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, the Stones are still touring.
I know. Like, when are they gonna fucking die?
Like, I don't know, man.
That stone be rolling.
It's been rolling for the past 60 some odd years.
I'm glad they still exist.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever that experience is like. I bet that show's kind of.
There's no telling.
There's no telling.
There's still women throwing panties at that man.
Yeah.
He looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper, and he's still fucking. If I could get half of what Mick Jagger, if I could get an eighth of what Mick Jagger has achieved,
You would still get STDs.
it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna kiss my own ass a few more times. Orville Wright.
Like from the Wright brothers?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Big old plane man over there.
Yeah. First, oh, you want a little piece of interesting little factoid?
What's that?
So, how fast do you think the Wright brothers flew when they did that first flight at Kitty Hawk?
Not very. Maybe like 70 miles per hour.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It was like 34.
Oh. That's slow.
They didn't even break the speed limit yet.
But they were in the air.
Yeah, they were. I mean, that was a pivotal thing, man.
Shit, dude, I can do 30 almost in my forklift.
Dude, I've done 30 on my bicycle.
Of course you have. We've all done. We. You know, you can go just rolling downhill on a bike. You can hit like 50 miles an hour.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You'd have to have a really big hill. Look, I used to.
You saw the hill on the other side of my dad's house in Twin Chapel.
I've gone up it and down it.
I rolled down it on a fucking one of those little like, you know, the pretend choppers.
Yeah.
I just coasted down it and hit 45.
I highly doubt that.
I had a speedometer.
How the hell? What speedometer did you have?
It was attached to the little, fake chopper. It was a really high-end one.
There's no way that was accurate.
It was accurate.
You must have been really fat.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're wrong. You can reach high speeds rolling.
I know you can hit high speeds on a bicycle.
That's why
I've done it.
That's why speed limits also apply to bicycles.
Yeah. But look, I used to ride bicycles like a lot. I would go like at my peak, I was probably doing 40 miles, round trip. I would hit pretty high speeds in that. I had a little speedometer on my bike.
Let me Google.
Are you Googling the world's fastest bicycle?
How fast can you go on a bike downhill? Oh. So competitive downhill riders, according to the two studies here, average a speed of roughly 17 to 20 miles per hour during races. So that might bust my whole thing.
I was going to say, with the Tour de France, when they're going downhill and stuff, they can hit, 35, 40 miles an hour. Probably even faster than that, I imagine. But
actually, yeah, you can do this.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit pretty fast speeds, but you just coasting down the hill in your neighborhood on a fucking fake chopper, I highly doubt hit 45 miles an hour, bud.
I hit 40. I know I did.
Look, okay.
I remember doing
it. This is why I hold this negative connotation here.
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing heavy bicycling,
we should go. We should ride down that hill in a car.
Just coast. Okay.
I'll bet you we'll hit 40.
I can do it tonight if I want to.
Do it. Go down there.
I might.
And I want you to fucking send me your results.
Like, my house is literally a mile and a half from that.
Well, it's past midnight. You probably shouldn't. Go good. Fucking coast down their hill.
I mean, I've done it before.
Okay.
Okay, you want to hear something kind of sad?
What?
But when I was on night shift, every now and then I would go ride around our old neighborhoods when I got off of work because I wasn't quite ready to go home yet, because like I go home and I go to bed. That's about all I was gonna do.
Right.
So I would go ride around every now and then and get all nostalgic and shit.
Yeah.
I would play like the old songs we used to listen to. Like I would listen to what's that?
Let's go.
A Day to Remember. There we go.
Yeah, A Day to Remember.
Listen
Downfall
to
of
A Day
the
to Remember. Yeah. Fucking Nickelback every now and then. It's just like the shit we used to cruise around in the Mustang and listen to.
You remember when we cruised super hard to that fucking Papa Roach album, Lifeline?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Wore it out, and it wasn't even all that good.
Do you remember? It was really weird the difference in music we would listen to in the Mustang versus the Jeep.
I look in the Jeep, we hit more classics.
We were doing more. It was a lot of Def Leppard, and then a lot of what's that band? Oh my god, now I can't remember what it was called. They were actually, I found out they were a Christian band. Shit.
Breaking Benjamin?
No, Breaking Benjamin's a Christian band.
They are Christian, yes.
No shit.
Yep, they've been a Christian rock band since the way back.
Fuck, what? God, I can't even.
He do say fuck though.
Yeah.
This is a classic band.
Somewhat. I mean, it was probably like the early 2000s. Like,
is it what kind of metal is it? Or is it metal? Is it rock? Is it?
It was rock. Oh my god, why can I? It was like the fucking anthem for a while.
Was this a fucking Green Day song?
No, it wasn't Green Day.
3 Days Grace.
No, wasn't as popular as those.
Buck Cherry?
No, think a little softer.
Jesus.
Yeah. Ah, shit. This is gonna bother me now.
Fuel?
No.
It was the anthem for a while.
Think like Creed, but not Creed.
Alter Bridge.
No, we're getting closer though.
Broken Wings was a good song.
Yeah. I like Miles Kennedy.
Yeah. Fuck. And this early 2000s band.
Yeah.
Softer than fucking.
I wish I could remember the name of that song.
How's it go?
I can't remember.
What are you talking about? You can't remember anything about it.
No, but I remember it. Oh, god damn it. See, this is when I get really envious of you because you remember so much shit.
Yeah, my brain. Well, I mean, I have a lot of brain, but I not do much with it. So
but you just have this knack for like recalling information and stuff, and
Yeah.
I have a brain of a goldfish. I just forget shit all the time.
store useless information in brain all time.
Yeah,
Why use light word when few work do trick? But
double plus good.
yeah. Okay. We're gonna figure this fucking out. We're gonna figure this shit out, and then we're gonna close the podcast.
I don't know if I can figure it out.
No, we're gonna figure it out. It's a band from the early 2000s.
Hold on. Maybe I can like.
They're like, but they're rock, right?
Yeah, it was very rocky.
And they're a Christian band.
Yeah,
Not Creed. Creed, but not Creed.
yeah, Creed, but not Creed.
Christian rock band, early 2000s. Was it like punk?
No, if I play this song for you, you're gonna instantly go, "Oh my god, that's it!"
Is it 12 Stones?
No,
Shine? Collective Soul?
no, that was a good one though.
Damn it. This is tough. An anthem. So we listened to it a lot in the Jeep.
Yeah,
And it's softer than Buck Cherry. God damn it. I'm so invested in this. Are you looking it up?
yeah.
What you got? We got radio silence.
Hold on, I'm reading through it real quick. This is not a good list though. To be honest with you.
It's a list of early 2000s Christian rock bands.
I just looked up bands similar to Creed in Google.
Fucking, it's not Stone Temple Pilots, is it?
No,
Smashing Pumpkins.
no,
Alice in Chains.
no.
Foo Fighters.
No.
Uh,
Damn it, man. Why can I not remember?
a band like Creed that's not Creed. Not Godsmack, is it?
No.
Jeez. You hear that fucking bird?
I do.
It's fucking 12:30 a.m.
Lifehouse?
Lifehouse? They did that song, they did, fuck. Behind Blue Eyes? No, Lightning Crashes. Is that live?
That's live.
What does Lifehouse do?
Hold on, I'm about to look it up.
Oh, the falling even more in love with you.
Oh, no, it's not that either.
Okay.
Dude, this is going to hurt my brain. Like, why can I not think of this?
Yeah, it's hurting my brain. And I have no idea. It's not Papa Roach, is it?
No.
Like Scars?
No, it's definitely not that.
Shit, bro. An anthem. Something we used to jam. It's not that Nickelback song.
No.
Looking like another Bob Marley day.
I used to love that song.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Dude, I'm really sorry. It seems
Yeah, you've ruined me, dude.
This seems like it's kind of like...
You're just not going to get it, huh?
Oh, dude, it aggravates the shit out of me, honestly.
Early 2000s Christian rock bands. Skillet.
Nope.
POD.
Nope.
You sure?
Yep. I'm telling you, when you say it, my brain is gonna fucking fire off on all.
Switchfoot.
Switchfoot. Oh my god, that's it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Fucking. They did God damn it! What's that song? Their biggest one. Meant to Live.
Dare you to move.
Dare you to move.
Oh my god. Thank you, God. Finally. I thought the torment would never end.
Jesus, I didn't even know it, and I found it. You're terrible at this Googling thing.
Yeah, I am not Jamie.
What is trying to look for their singles.
Discography and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they actually made a lot of albums. They fucking dude. They released an album in 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were still together.
Yeah, they are still together. And I don't think they changed members either. No, same fucking members. Oh, no. One past member, Drew Shirley. He's a guitarist. They replaced their guitarist.
Dude, yeah, I have this memory of us in the Jeep, top off. You know, it's fucking summertime. We were feeling ourselves, and we're riding through Jabel's neighborhood, blaring that fucking song. The yeah, that and the other one. Like that, I think that CD got stuck in the player in the Jeep, and so that's why we listened to it so much.
That was a good song.
Yeah, it was. That was a good album.
Yeah, that really was like a fucking anthem to live by, for real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was the anthem for that summer.
It sounds like my teenagerdom.
Yeah.
We want more than the world got to offer.
I'm telling you, dude.
It's a great song. There's another old song like that. I heard one on the radio in Publix the other day. And I was like, wow, that's an old song.
What was it?
It's another one of these situations. I'm not going to be able to find it. It was like punkish, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Switchfoot's definitely punkish.
Yeah, I guess.
You could throw them in the same playlist as like Green Day.
Yeah.
Like American Idiot Forward.
I guess maybe. You want to know what So, okay, you play Call of Duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played like DMZ or Warzone or anything like that?
Yeah.
So, there was, in the Battle Pass, there was a thing you could unlock. And one of it was the 90s soundtrack. And so I unlocked that thing just kind of going through the Battle Pass. And now every time, because I play DMZ a lot, every time I get in the car now, you know what plays? No. It's fucking Flagpole Sitter by Rodney Dangerfield. And what's the other one? It's not Sum 40. No, yeah, it is. It's fuck.
Sum 41 had some
I think
cool
I think it is Sum 41. It's Fat Lip.
Fat Lip is so good.
Yeah. It's Rodney.
Is that's Fat Lip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's what I listen to cruising around the DMZ now.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. To just fucking looking for players.
Yeah. I got on there. I was playing DMZ the other night, and I just did a random matchup with these two dudes who knew each other. And I got in the car. It was one of the like the armored cars, and they jumped in with me. And they were just like, "Dude, is that fucking Sum 41? How did you get Sum 41 to play in the car?"
Fucking unlock some shit.
Yeah.
So, if you can name a song by this band, I will be impressed and officially name you an emo.
Okay.
All right. It's a song by fucking damn it. I lost them. They're the ones that did Ocean Avenue.
Oh,
Yellow
Card.
Yeah, there it is. With a fucking electric fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's like the emo-est song I've ever heard before in my life.
By Yellow Card?
Mm-hmm. It was huge for a while.
I'll be honest with you. The only song I can name is Ocean Avenue.
Oh. Well, they had this song called The Only One. It's like the gayest fucking song.
Yeah, I probably would have never guessed that.
Yeah. But like, everybody knew it. Fucking people I didn't expect to know it knew it. It was like a song that I was guilty about knowing. You know, I felt super guilty about knowing it when I was 14.
Yeah.
You
know what my super guilty song was at that age?
What?
I had two of them. There was Sugar We're Going Down Swinging.
Oh, dude, that song is so good. Fuck you. I don't care.
Dude, I used to hate Fall Out Boy because in my eyes at that particular time, Pete Wentz was not a bass player.
Right.
And, you know, because at that point in time, that was how my musical tastes were shaped, was by bass players, because I was one.
Yeah.
One.
I didn't like Pete Wentz either. He seemed like a poser to me.
Yeah, you know, it kind of takes one to know one, and I are one.
Yeah. And you don't know him.
Yeah. But, so it was Sugar We're Going Down Swinging, and basically anything by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne. You know, there's some songs that were pretty good.
Yeah. I think of her not quite as the Madonna of that era. But very, very similar, you know.
She's
like,
a punk rock Madonna.
Yeah. You know, she captured
a punk
an
rock
audience.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
She captured an audience, you know, and that was an underserved audience, I feel like, at that time, because there wasn't really a lot of female interaction. Yeah, I thought
with the fucking arm socks and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking see you later, skater boy. Fucking, I don't know. She could really do that fucking sad emo look. I don't know why I'm so attracted to emo girls, but I totally am.
Something about it.
It's something about it. You just kind of want to, like, I don't know, take care of them. They look so sad.
And give them a sandwich and stuff.
Give them a fucking sandwich and stuff. Fucking.
Because, you know, I keep that thing on me. By that thing, I mean that grilled cheese sandwich.
All right, we're past the 2-hour mark now.
Yeah, I think this is a good enough spot to kill it.
Yeah, I'm likely not going to work tomorrow.
I'm not going to work tomorrow either. I didn't go to work today.
Why?